Good evening, I'm Prarambha Bahal. Let's begin with the main stories. Nepali Congress claims the government is protecting Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane despite adequate evidences for his alleged involvement in fraud of cooperatives. House obstructed on the first day of budget session. Speaker's role questioned. Home Minister Ravi Lamichhane challenges of quitting politics if evidences proving him guilty in fraud of cooperatives are furnished. UML Chair Oli terms demand of Nepali Congress revengeful. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal receives interim bail of 21 days for the ongoing Lok Sabha elections, ordered to present himself on the 2nd of June. And Nepal men's national cricket team schedule ahead of the ICC Men's 2020 World Cup in the West Indies and the United States of America announced. The Rhinos expedite preparation for the mega event. Alleging the government of trying to protect Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane for his alleged involvement in the fraud related to cooperatives despite the presence of adequate evidences, main opposition Nepali Congress obstructed today's meeting of the House of Representatives. Having obstructed the first day of the budget session of the House, Nepali Congress has warned of not allowing the operation of the House session until a parliamentary probe committee is formed. After the parliament meeting was postponed amidst obstructions, the next session of both houses of the federal parliament have been called for 3 p.m. on Tuesday, 14th May. Immediately after today's meeting of the House of Representatives began, parliamentarians of Nepali Congress stood in their respective places and protested with demand of formation of a parliamentary probe committee to investigate the alleged involvement of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane in the fraud related to cooperatives. House Speaker Devraj Ghimire then issued permission to Nepali Congress parliamentarian Gagan Kumar Thapa to make his statement. After Thapa was provided with 3 minutes, Nepali Congress parliamentarians protested, which was followed by Speaker Ghimire's question regarding the authority with the jurisdiction of operating the House meeting. Sharing his remarks, Nepali Congress General Secretary Thapa said his party will now allow the House to run its proceedings. In fact, will not allow the House to operate its proceedings until a parliamentary probe committee was formed to investigate the alleged involvement of Home Minister Lamichhane in the fraud related to cooperatives. Speaker Ghimire then started reading the letter received from the office of the President, after which Nepali Congress parliamentarians chanted slogans and picketed the rostrum. Speaker Ghimire then adjourned the meeting for 15 minutes. Following resumption of the meeting, Speaker Ghimire allowed Rashtriya Swatantra Party chairperson, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Lamichhane to address the House, immediately after which Nepali Congress parliamentarians picketed the rostrum again and chanted slogans alleging the government of trying to forcefully move the parliament proceedings ahead. Largest party of the House, Nepali Congress, has expressed its dissatisfaction on the role of the Speaker. As the parliament meeting could not proceed further, Speaker Ghimire postponed the House meeting for 6 p.m. on Tuesday, 14th May. The government is making preparations to introduce its policies and programs on the same day. However, amidst obstruction at the parliament, presentation of the policies and programs remain uncertain. Meanwhile, with its demand of investigating Home Minister Lamichhane, Nepali Congress also obstructed the meeting of the National Assembly. At a time when political parties are divided on the formation of a parliamentary probe committee to investigate the fraud related to cooperatives, Nepali Congress parliamentarian Gagan Kumar Thapa has alleged Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane of running away from investigation and also alleged him of abusing the office of the Attorney General. Thapa also claimed that he had evidences proving Lamichhane's mishandling of funds from the cooperatives.
प्रहरीलाई बोल्न लगाएको छ, कहिले प्रधानमन्त्रीलाई बोल्न लगाएको छ। गृहमन्त्री माथि कुनै पनि अभियोजन भएको छैन, कुनै पनि अनुसन्धान भएको छैन, कहीं अभियोजन भएको छैन। सामान्य प्रधानमन्त्री त्यहाँ उभिएर बोल्नु भएको छ। झुट बोल्ने, माननीय अधिवक्ताको कार्यालयको दुरुपयोग गर्ने, त्यही प्रहरी कार्यालय रूपन्देहीले गरेको अनुसन्धान, त्यहाँको रूपन्देहीको अदालतमा भएका प्रमाणहरू पेश गरौँ। 1 अरब रुपैयाँ पैसाको अपचलन गरेका प्रमाणहरू पेश गरौँ। कतिवटा प्रमाणहरू पेश गरौँ।
Proposing the ruling parties to lead the investigation committee, Nepali Congress parliamentarian Gagan Kumar Thapa alleged the government of complicating the issue. Thapa also warned of resorting to protests if the government made efforts to move the parliamentary proceedings forward on the basis of majority.
छानबिन समिति बनाऊ, तपाईहरुले नेतृत्व गर्नुहुन्छ, हामीहरु सँगै बसेर हेर्छौं, हामीलाई गलत साबित गरिदिनुस्, हामी सही छौं भने हाम्रो कुरा जान्छ। र त्यति गरिसके पछाडि त्यो बनाउँदै गर्दा बाँकी रहेको कामहरू अगाडि बढाउँ भन्दै गर्दाखेरि हेप्न खोज्ने सभामुखले पेल्न खोज्ने यो अहिले यहाँ सम्माननीय सभामुख महोदयले यहाँभित्र अहिले सङ्ख्याको आधारमा हेपेर पेलेर सरकारका कामहरू अगाडि बढाउँछु भने ठान्नु भएको छ। सदन मात्रै छ, अब संसदको कुनै पनि काम कारबाही अगाडि बढ्ने कुरामा नेपाली कांग्रेसको साथ रहँदैन जबसम्म संसदीय छानबिन समिति बन्दैन।
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane has challenged of quitting politics if evidences proving his involvement in the fraud related to cooperatives were presented. Speaking with journalists after main opposition, Nepali Congress did not allow him to address today's session of the parliament with demand of formation of the Prove Committee. Home Minister Lamichhane challenged of quitting the government if Nepali Congress General Secretary Gagan Kumar Thapa furnished evidences against him. In case of failure of doing so, Lamichhane challenged Thapa to quit politics.
अब म गगनजीलाई एउटा चुनौती दिन चाहन्छु। उहाँले भन्नुभएको मैले किर्ते गरेको कुरा होइन, मैले कुनै लोन माग्नका लागि मैले निवेदन दिएर चाहिँ नि यो ऋण मागेको प्रमाण छ उहाँले भन्नुभएको छ नि, त्यो प्रमाण उहाँले दिनुभयो भने म राजनीति छोड्दिन्छु, त्यो प्रमाण दिन सक्नु भएन भने उहाँले राजनीति छोड्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। संसदीय समिति त सामान्य कुरा भयो, बनाए हुन्छ।
In response, Congress General Secretary Gagan Thapa accepted Lamichhane's challenge. Thapa claimed that Nepali Congress had adequate evidences to prove Lamichhane's involvement in the fraud. Thapa also challenged Lamichhane to prove Nepali Congress wrong by forming the investigation committee.
म त छोड्दिन्छु भनिसके त, यो पुष्टि भएन भने म छोड्दिन्छु भनिसके ल, हैन है। उहाँले कहिले 4 नम्बर आउँछ भने त्यहाँ पनि आउनुस्, बागमती नआउँछ भन्नु नआउनुस्, छोड्दिन्छु भन्नु छोड्दिन्छु। म त बाबा मेरो मात्र कुरै छैन यो, म त के भनिरहेको छु भने तपाईकै कुरा स्वीकार गर्ने। सुन्नु न, हैन तपाईलाई नै भन्नु भएको छ ल, हैन चुनौती तपाईलाई हो के, तपाईलाई नै मैले बुझे, मैले त चुनौती त मैले स्वीकार गरिहालेँ।
Lamichhane and Thapa had resorted to arguments in relation to the fraud related to cooperatives previously as well. First page of the 3,419-page report prepared by the joint team of Central Investigation Bureau CIB of Nepal Police, representatives of District Police Office, Kaski and the victims of the fraud related to cooperatives has noted that financial transactions of Surya Darshan cooperatives of Pokhara had violated legal provisions. Investigation has shown that of the total 1,353,354,000 rupees of 18,700 depositors at the cooperative, 1,315,382,000 rupees was issued as loans through 433 accounts. Most of these loans were issued to companies owned by founder of the cooperative GB Rai and non-members. The report identifies transactions of 58.4 million rupees in the name of Gorkha Media. It is also found that Rashtriya Swatantra Party chairperson, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs Ravi Lamichhane had taken 10 million rupees in loan in an illegal manner. The report states that issuing loan to an individual who is not the member of the cooperative for investment in Gorkha Media is against legal provisions. 5 million rupees through a check and 5 million in cash were issued in the name of Ravi Lamichhane. 5 members of the operators committee have already been arrested for their alleged involvement in the fraud of the cooperative, while 14 others are still absconding. Despite filing case following investigations from Kaski District Police Office, the case was handed over to the Central Investigation Bureau after the whereabouts of the funds were not identified. The CIB had initiated investigations after complaints were filed against 18 companies and Ravi Lamichhane by 25 individuals. Another report of the CIB had also concluded that 10 million rupees had been injected into Gorkha Media through Ravi Lamichhane. That report was submitted to the IGP and erstwhile Minister for Home Affairs Narayan Kazi Shrestha as well. However, actions have not been taken on the CIB's report after Lamichhane was appointed the Home Minister following the exit of Nepali Congress from the government. The victims have said that the police should ensure fair investigations without being influenced by any pressure. They have also been holding protests with demands of justice and return of their deposits. CPNL chairperson KP Sharma Oli has said the main opposition Nepali Congress's demands for a probe into the alleged involvement of Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Home Affairs RI Lamichhane in the cooperative scandal was unacceptable. Oli defended the minister and said the opposition intended to remove him from the post, which his party is against. Speaking at the UML Parliamentary Party meeting ahead of the Parliament's budget session today, Oli said Nepali Congress had been desperate as it is out of the government and had been taking up political steps.
So, योभन्दा अघिल्लो अधिवेशन नेपाली कांग्रेस अत्यन्तै रन्थनी हो। के गर्ने के नगर्ने प्रधानमन्त्री भइदेऊ भनेर यहाँ पनि पुगेको छ, वहाँ पनि पुगेको छ, वहाँ पनि पुगेको छ, वहाँ पनि पुगेको छ। राष्ट्रिय पार्टी हुन नसकेका स्वतन्त्र हैसियतका पार्टी 2-4 सीट मात्रै भएका पार्टी सबै ती सबै कहाँ चाहिँ पुग्यो प्रधानमन्त्री बाँड्दै। हामी त्यस प्रकारको अराजनीतिक वास्तवमा त्यो अराजनीतिक तरिका हो र त्यो क्षणिक स्वार्थका लागि गरिने कुरा हो। हामी त्यस्तो क्षणिक स्वार्थका लागि जसलाई पनि प्रधानमन्त्री अफर गर्ने, जो भेट्टायो त्यसलाई प्रधानमन्त्री अफर गर्ने, यस्तो खालको काम हामी गर्दैनौँ। त्यो स्पष्ट छ। त्यसको एउटा क्राइटेरिया हुन्छ कमसेकम।
Oli also urged the opposition to avoid politics of revenge and asked for a proof committee solely based on allegations.
एकजना मान्य सांसदको बारेमा नेपाली कांग्रेसले प्रश्न उठायो। ती मान्य सांसदले भन्नुभयो कि म यस सम्बन्धमा बोल्छु, सदनमा जवाफ दिन्छु। सदनमा प्रश्न उठेपछि र नेपाली कांग्रेस जतिको जिम्मेवार पार्टीले प्रश्न उठाएपछि म यस सम्बन्धमा बोल्छु, जवाफ दिन्छु। नेपाली कांग्रेसले बोल्न दिएन। आरोप लगाउने, बोल्न नदिने अनि सोझै आयोग गठन गर्नुपर्छ, बोल्न पाइँदैन, आयोग गठन गर्नुपर्छ भन्ने आग्रहपूर्ण र आफूलाई अनुचित क्रियाकलापमा साथ नदिएको कारणले जुन अत्तो थापेर संसद जस्तो गरिमामय संस्थालाई पङ्गो बनाउने काम गर्यो, जग हर्साई गर्यो नेपाली कांग्रेसले। यस्तो गर्नु हुँदैन थियो। अब यसपल्ट के गर्छ त्यो हेर्नु छ।
Oli also clarified that the Attorney General had himself informed the Home Minister that no complaints were filed against him and Nepali Congress's demands were unjustified. In a different context, Oli demanded answers from President Ramchandra Paudel for remarks by expert advisor on the government decision to print 100 rupees note with new political map of Nepal. The President's advisor, Chiranjeevi Nepal, had spoken with different media against the decision. Oli called on party lawmakers voicing against Nepal's remarks at the Parliamentary Party meeting. He also asked if Nepal's comments reflected the President's opinion. Oli also went on to allege that a group of people with ill intentions towards the country were active at the office of the President. He also said the discussions on budget's priority was unproductive and called a new approach with policies and programs. In our Public Voice segment, we've asked why they think the fraud related to cooperatives is being politicized. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
सहकारीको विषय सत्तामा रहेका राजनीतिक दलहरूलाई सत्ता टिकाउने बहाना मात्रै हो।
समिति बनाएर अगाडि बढ्नु पर्दछ र प्रमाणित भइसकेकाहरूको हकमा कारबाही गर्ने कुराको ताकत सरकारले देखाउनु पर्छ।
ठुलठुला नेताहरू पनि यसैमा संलग्न हुनुहुन्छ। अब यो थाहा हुने बित्तिकै आफूहरू पनि फसिन्छ भने डरले गर्दाखेरि उहाँहरूले अब यो छानबिन प्रक्रियालाई अगाडि बढाउन सक्नु भएको छैन।
आक्षेप आइसकेपछि पदमा भर्न नहुने हो।
कति नेताहरूले खोलेका सहकारीहरू पनि छन्, ठुलठुलो नेताहरूले पनि हैन। यसमा उहाँहरूले छानबिन गर्नु जरुरी छ।
छानबिन गरेर हाम्रो जुन ठगीमा हामी परेछौँ, हाम्रो पैसा लिएर भागेछ सहकारीले, त्यो पैसा हामीले पाउनुपर्ने हो।
राजनीतिक दलले एउटा पार्टीले दाउपेचको मुद्दा बनाएर कुनैलाई फाइदा हुने गरी गर्ने हैन। यसलाई एकजुट भएर यो समस्याको समाधान सही सत्य तथ्य बुझेर गर्नुपर्ने हो।
छानबिन गर्नुपर्ने हो।
पीडितहरूलाई जसरी भए पनि न्याय पाउनै पर्ने हो। तर राजनीति भएर सब वितरित परिरहेछन्।
जति सक्दो छिटो चाहिँ टुङ्ग्याएर पीडितहरूलाई चाहिँ न्याय दिनेतर्फ केन्द्रित हुनुपर्छ।
It is now time for our segment Public Polls, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Polls.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we had asked, what do you term the province government's busy making rounds of courts instead of prioritizing issues of public concerns? 28% were for A, contrasting definitions of the constitution, 17% were for B, consequence of intervention of the center, and 55% were for C, impact of political alliances. And now here is our today's question. Why was the first day of the budget session of the House of Representatives obstructed? Your options are A, parties remaining firm in their stance, B, government interference, and C, inadequate effort from the Speaker. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. The Supreme Court granted interim bail to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal till June 1st in the money laundering case registered against him by the Enforcement Directorate ED in connection with the Delhi excise policy case. Kejriwal pleaded to grant him bail till counting of votes, but Supreme Court rejected his plea and directed him to surrender on 2nd June. We have more news coming up, but right now it is time for yet another short break.
Sports news.
National Cricket Governing Body, the Cricket Association of Nepal, CAN, has made public Team Nepal's schedule ahead of the ICC Men's 2020 World Cup in the West Indies and the United States of America. According to CAN, Team Nepal are currently training at Florida Acclimatization Camp until 11th of May. The team will depart to St. Vincent, which is a World Cup match venue, on the 12th of May, where they will train a day later. The Rhinos will play their first practice match against a mixed team of St. Vincent and Windward Islands on 14th May. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.